Newsweek. Okay. 2007. Okay. From Albert Bartlett, Professor Emeritus of Physics, University of Colorado. He says that global climate change is a direct consequence of overpopulation, and none of the offered solutions, including geoengineering, address overpopulation. Solutions that fail to address the fundamental cause of the problem have little chance of success. I don't believe in chance. Everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in universities, college as a scam, but that's good information there. This is from that Time magazine. Top 10 causes of death and disability in the future. And then I'm going to add in the future. They say by 2020, the third one would be traffic accidents. I'm thinking first would be number one. But anyway, this was talking about it says this is nature's population control mechanism. It says in nature, when populations soar and become densely packed, viral diseases tend to break out. Then the population drops. This is nature's population control mechanism. It happens with rodents, insects, and even plants. There is no reason to think the human race is exempt from the laws of nature. Oh man, this video is getting really huge. Okay, anyway, okay. Let me see. Our greatest weapon against the bugs will be our mind. Skipping here. You go around identifying the source of the disease and figuring out how it's being spread, and then you remove the source. Oh, before even that, here's another one. Okay, megacities. By then, megacities would have 30 million or more people. The population count, blah blah blah. Take all of California, cram those people into one city, remove the doctors and medical care, take away basic sanitation and hygiene, and what you have is a ticking biological time bomb. Now, or something I got cut out here, or 10 such bombs and plant them around the world. Wire the bombs together. People travel rapidly by air, disease when they fly. Blah blah. Okay. Anyway, I predicted Nigeria having that epidemic thing, something in Nigeria, and then it happened. So that kind of, this kind of like shed light on that. Okay, that does it for these two. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at that! See those people fighting for food? That's in Turkey, somewhere in Turkey. Shoving food is like stalking prey, says photographer Ben Givno. Shortages are chronic and lows from a stable blah. So when bread made with donated Turkish flour goes on sale, they're gone. State-run bread factory are gone by afternoon. The crowds clamor at a bakery that must keep its loaves behind bar. So when bread is made with donated Turkish flour goes on sale. Yeah, this is from the National Geographics of my parents, which I've been reading, and most of the National Geographics talk about overpopulation all the time as our threat for everything. There was just one in Pakistan. The Pakistan president said, our main problem is overpopulation. Anyway, here we go. Population is dense as four main regions: Far East, China, and Japan, and India, and Western Europe, and Eastern North America. Together, in these regions, average density of the population is over 65 people a square kilometer, 170 people a square mile. See, that's twice over. Almost. Together, these regions account for 3/4 of the world's population. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Actually, and not only that, correlate with the, this is from my childhood. I still have this. See, you've got north, there's from Boston all the way to Washington, D.C. Then you've got your Europe, here's your Manchester and London, Paris, and then Milan and Italy. Straight down, see, there's your Europe. Here's a road, main road in India, Delhi to Calcutta. Okay, see that? It's a National Geographic article. Straight there. And then here's Beijing, Shanghai. See? Then there's Tokyo, the Tokyo-Osaka region. Then there's Jakarta in Indonesia. Okay. And then there's Cairo. Anyway, I'm tying this with the article about the megaloplexes. Here it is. This is from my encyclopedia when I was young. These are all stuff from when I was young. This is like my first grade thing. This is since I was growing up, 3rd grade. These are maps that I've collected over the years. Okay. Megalopolis. Los Angeles, let's talk about Boston to Washington, D.C. There's also Los Angeles to San Francisco, Dallas to Houston, Greater Palace, Greater London, and the Ruhr Industrial Basin in Germany. That's like, I think that's the world's, or the Europe's largest industrial complex. In Tokyo, Osaka. So my point on all this is these are the main regions of where the party's at, where everyone's at. Okay? So you think basically US, Europe, India, China, Japan. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are all in the North Hemisphere. And then if you add on the South Hemisphere, you've got Jakarta, or Indonesia here, Jakarta, the largest city there. And then you've also got Cairo. And then correlate with another of my data here, largest cities, most populous, Sao Paulo. Now, the interesting thing about this is, out of these big cities, these megalopolises, or actually, well, megalopolis is a bunch of cities together. No. Also can, okay, no, it can be one city. Okay. All these megalopolises that are below, that are in the southern hemisphere, they don't have the same problems. They actually aren't in trouble, like in the same way as big of trouble as the ones in the northern hemisphere. Okay, that's why I was pondering why. I was looking at correlating the largest country by area with the most populous largest countries, not only in area but in population, and then correlating with the cities. And if you look at that, if you try to get them to line up, see which ones are at the top, matching up the most with each other. You know, like China's like 1, 1 here, and then 3 here. But the thing is, if you correlate it, the closer they are to each other when you compare it mainly through the population of the country with its comparison with its city, by the number, the lower the number of from the difference of it between its list, the greater the threat. So if you look at China, there's no, it's 0, 1 minus 1, 0. If you look at India, India is, it's all the way to 11 to 2, so 11 to 2 is 9, not as much as a threat. USSR, it's here 3 to 5, 5 minus 2 is 3. You look at Japan, 7 minus 3, that's 4. So I ranked it according to which one you think is a threat, based on that, and also if it's in the same country, you can kind of ignore it. Like China has 3 in the top 6, and then yeah, and I think maybe something else, maybe based on, I forgot what other variable it was, but in any case, you have the one thing I kept looking at this, I kept thinking, well, all these other countries, and it's top 6 worst, that I ranked 6 worst, comparing from 1 to going from 1 to 8 most popular cities. All of them had problems except Sao Paulo that I hadn't heard in the news. So, for example, Shanghai, they had a huge alert for the pollution last year. Okay, number 2 was Moscow, invasion of Ukraine. Number three is okay. I had ranked San Pablo number 3, but after thinking about it, actually I would move that to 6. But anyway, going from my original list, number 4, Tokyo, Fukushima, the nuclear meltdown. Number 5, Mexico City. About 2 years ago, a mother and her friends ate out her son's eyeballs in a drug binge. Mexico City's, and the Mexican illegals, all this stuff happening about immigration, and also happening in Europe now with the Africans. There was a thing on the radio today saying that Europe had plundered Africa for many European nations had done that to Africa. Now they're coming back, the Africans to, come full circle. Same thing with the Mexicans are actually part Asian, a mix of white and Asian, and they crossed from Alaska millions, thousands, millions years. So the Native Americans are part Asian, or actually were Asian. And now it's coming full circle with eventually by 2050 Asians will be the major majority or major race in the America. And they already outnumber every race about basically like 4 to 1, 3 to 1. That's kind of a generalization there. Anyway, so what was I talking about? I was talking about, okay, right, Tokyo, Mexico City, and the last one, New York. Of course, New York, all kinds of problems. 9/11, Wall Street. Okay. Okay, so, okay. Regions that have no, I don't say promise. No one's promise. Regions that are available for development. The Amazon region and the Congo Basin, mainly. Yeah, this is a map of what's most suitable, what we have settled, and so it's basically the same thing as what we've already settled anyway. Okay, let me see, what is that? That is this is the population density map, which I've already talked about.